your boy Rob, coming back at you once again with another video. And in this video today, I want to discuss why BLM is going to get a meeting with Joe Biden and why Ice Cube didn't. All right, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that because watch, mark my words, that's something that's going to happen, and it's a reason why that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's a bipartisan reason why it's going to happen, because you got to remember that all of these political parties, that's why it's called a party. You know what I'm saying? Because they all work together for the same objectives. They just take different routes. You know what I'm saying? Really, the only fight is not about the things that they care about. It's about the way that they get to each objective. That's why you got Nancy Pelosi and you got George Bush signature on Agenda 2030, which is why they pushing the Green New Deal, and that's also why you got the bipartisan effort of creating the 94 crime bill, because it wasn't just Democrats. You know what I'm saying? Despite the fact that Democrats are, the majority, the worst. You know what I mean? It was both of them. It was Republicans and Democrats. So don't let anybody fool you. You know what I'm saying? It's the same kind of foolery. And you've seen all these, like conservatives trying to get behind the Ice Cube movement. Since when y'all been behind Ice Cube? You know what I'm saying? Y'all was mad about Ice Cube trying to shut the NWA down back in the 80s or back in the 90s. You know what I mean? Y'all was trying to shut down all the hip hop. So now all of a sudden you behind these motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? You all about that shit now? you know what I'm saying? Like all y'all straight out of Compton now, all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? Y'all full of shit. Because if Trump was to get elected, you know what I'm saying, that shit would turn from the platinum plan to the penny plan. You know what I mean? And everybody would be talking about Ice Cube just looking for a handout, which he's not. But that's what will happen though. But because it was able to be used to say like this person is open-minded and he'll reach out and be able to speak to each politician, you notice how both parties weaponized it. Nothing came out of it except for the fact of a net negative effect on Ice Cube's career. That's always the goal. That's always the goal. Ice Cube tried to do something. He had quantifiable, measurable objectives. He had an actual action plan and a contract written. And the net negative effect of it was that Joe Biden won the presidency and Trump got more popular. And Ice Cube, pretty much, he had a lot of negative backlash in the communities respectively. You know what I mean? How are you supposed to deal with that? How can either party be for you when you see an example like that? That's an irrefutable example. I want anybody to come and debate me about that. Messing around in politics got Ice Cube a net negative effect on his career. You tell me one thing that was positive that came from Ice Cube, at the least just trying to help out. Nothing. Everybody turned on him. Trump got more popular and Joe Biden won the presidency, and Ice Cube is ass out and got a bunch of black people mad at him. Now you tell me how politics is for you. And Ice Cube is a millionaire, so imagine what that should do to somebody that don't have that type of money. Now, nobody can refute that. You know what I'm saying? Now the next point is, when it comes to the meeting, Biden is going to meet with BLM. Biden is going to meet with BLM because a meeting with BLM symbolically will nullify the fact that he negligently didn't put anybody on his cabinet. He'll be able to say, look, I met with BLM. And the world at large will accept that, because the world at large has already replaced the black identity with BLM. He's going to have a meeting. And he's going to be praised for it. That meeting ain't gonna talk about shit. And the reason why he's gonna have that meeting is because in that meeting it's gonna be a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of unspecific terms, and nothing quantifiable to increase the economic position of anyone. That's why he'll have that meeting with BLM and not have a meeting with Ice Cube, because Ice Cube is talking figures and finance. You know what I'm saying? BLM is talking about fiction and fuckery, and that's what Joe Biden is about. And that's exactly why he gonna have that meeting with BLM. He gonna have that meeting with BLM. Matter of fact, BLM gonna get a meeting with him, and they gonna get a meeting with Harris. 2 separate meetings. Them motherfuckers wouldn't even pick up the phone for Ice Cube, because Ice Cube was talking money. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube said, let's talk money. The Democrats said, let's not talk at all. You know what I'm saying? Mark my words. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. All my predictions have been true. And just, if you don't have a meeting with them today, you know what I'm saying? It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It'll be before Kamala Harris takes over the office. You know what I'm saying? It will be before that. You know what I'm saying? But BLM has no action plan to try to increase any businesses. BLM has no educational action plan. You know what I'm saying? BLM only has an objective of expanding their spectrum to be able to falsely advocate for larger and larger, more diverse groups of people in order to sway voting towards democratic purposes. See, this is the problem when you allow people to write your own paradigm. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to let somebody else write your book unless you're dictating it to them. We don't never dictate shit. We always get dictated to us. That's why anytime there's a negotiation or a talk about any kind of actual issues with black people, you know what I'm saying? That's why that shit gets shut down, regardless what it is. You can say, yo, I want to talk to the Department of Health about sickle cell. They'll shut you down. Because the moment you begin to define your own reality, you're out of control. They say that you're out of control. You ain't supposed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. That's not what you're here for. You're here to work. You're not here to get rich. This a United States corporation is a job. You know what I'm saying? United States is the largest prison on the planet. This is a job. This is an industrial complex. You ain't on break. You ain't allowed to have your own reality. We write your reality for you. We commit racism against you and tell you how the fuck to define it. That's the fuck you dealing with. Stop letting these motherfuckers tell you what your reality is. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that tries to dictate their own reality, they're not trying to hear a word that you gotta say. It's pseudoscience, or it's not possible, or they tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of living it. The fuck? I don't give a fuck about your ears. You ain't burning calories with your motherfucking ears. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anywho, BLM will get the meeting and Ice Cube didn't. And then they'll turn around and keep on lying because they tried to say that Ice Cube didn't pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Which that's not true. We all know that that's not true. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that, man. I honestly think that in the near future, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they're gonna set up a meeting with BLM. You know what I'm saying? And nothing is gonna come out of it. A lot of beneficial things for people of color may possibly come out of it, but I put money on it. Nothing beneficial will come out of it. As a matter of fact, detrimental things will come out of it, because see, the conservatives and the liberals have literally just given this organization that nobody designated the right to literally politically represent us. How's that work? You know what I'm saying? How's that work? Have you ever seen anything like that before? Have you ever seen two political parties just create a political movement for a group of people and then only speak to? They did that shit with the Black Caucus. You can have a group as long as you let us create it and run it. COINTELPRO shit. You know what I'm saying? That group don't speak for none of us. You know what I'm saying? But they don't care though. They want them to speak for us because they can control them. They on the payroll. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit what the fuck they advocating for. They ain't advocated for one thing that I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in money. I'm interested in figures. I'm interested in economic opportunities. I'm interested in starting a business. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in passing property and wealth down to my kids. BLM ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? BLM trying to expand their numbers. I ain't into being all out in the street. You know what I'm saying, in the middle of nowhere, fighting people in the middle of the street. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit there and do that shit. They even telling you the wrong way. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how fake BLM is. George Soros put $220 million into BLM. George Soros is the smartest man in the world when it comes to money. He literally tanked the Bank of Britain with his investment in currency trading skills. You know what I'm saying? He's a smart investor. He's a savvy investor. A slimeball human being, but a savvy investor. You know what I'm saying? If he was really interested in dealing with, quote, systematic racism, as he likes to tweet so often, why the fuck don't that motherfucker set up small business classes? Or set up some classes to help teach people how to manage money, teach people how to create an economic block where they can be powerful, and when they don't have their political wishes granted, they can create economic turbulence to where they can be paid attention to. Nah, he put you in the street. Here go this money going out there in the street. Riot like a bunch of savages. You ain't never seen his ass in the street. You ain't never seen him with a BLM shirt on either. Think about that. He put $220 million into that shit, and they never not once wore a shirt. People don't look at shit like that. I do. That means that you don't really have faith in it. You know what I'm saying? I got my, King and Queen Legends sweatshirt on. You know what I'm saying? I got Black Light Revelations t-shirts at the crib. I rock my shit. How you gonna? And I haven't even put no damn $220 million into nothing. My girlfriend got us these sweatshirts from a personal vendor. You know what I mean? She ain't paid no $1 million for these. And I'm still wearing my shit. Cause I believe in myself. I believe in us. This motherfucker put $220 million into this shit, and he don't represent visibly at all. Other than some very ambiguous tweets where you have to read in between the lines. That should tell you something. I'll tell you another reason why Biden is gonna meet with Black Lives Matter and not Ice Cube, because Soros gave $60 million to Democratic campaigns that assisted with Biden. Okay? So Soros basically bought his way in. He got paid access for that money. So Soros is going to tell him, I want you to meet with BLM, because BLM is my goons. It's how the streets work. You know what I'm saying? You got these blind to the fact motherfuckers that go on all kinds of social media and get these little tips and tidbits of information. We're having a good old-fashioned investigation, fact-finding. You know what I'm saying? Start doing some work. Start looking shit up. I don't need no damn 4chan board to tell me anything. You know what I'm saying? I can actually figure it out on my own, because it's not that difficult. It's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? So, we got the Soros connection. We got the money. And we got the motive. So, Biden will be meeting with BLM. And that's it. He ain't meet with Ice Cube because of the money. He's not going to do anything that's going to involve money when it comes to black people. So with that being said, just wait for it to happen and come back and write a comment on the video. Peace.